Let's go, girls. Hello and welcome to your Two Drunk Aunties with Bron Lewis and Sammy Petersen. We are both of those people. I'm Sammy Petersen and I'm your auntie who tells you to wash your mouth out every time you swear, but she swears like a fucking sailor herself.
And she is allowed to.
Because she's an adult. Look it up, doll.
Pays taxes and she married a bloody idiot.
And I get to put the music on when I'm driving and that's the end of it.
But I will turn it off if I'm reversing because it doesn't work like that way. It's science.
And when I'm trying to find my way to a place and I'm looking at directions, the music is down, you heard, bird turd.
That's swearing.
Sorry about that. One in the jar.
And I'm Bron Lewis. I am your auntie that doesn't mind boat people as long as they speak Australian.
Can you say that word one more time?
Australian.
Australian.
It's one syllable. And who have we got here with us
Who have we got
today?
here? We've got another auntie today.
A guest auntie. Oh, I'm so excited about this.
My
Sorry if I
goodness.
scared you then.
That's okay. I got a little bit scared, but that's good. I wasn't even
Who have
speaking
we
with
got here? Who have we got here?
I'm Georgia Love and I'm your auntie that enjoys the hugs with the male in-laws a little bit too much.
Welcome to your Two Drunk Aunties.
Oh, Georgia, they are aunties that do that.
They are. They love it. Broad shoulders. I always make a comment. Broad shoulders on you.
There's one that I know. I won't say the relation to
You can if you want.
Auntie
you can
Trish,
give it
I
out.
know her. I know her.
I know her very well. Myself, I know her very well.
She's divorced, as most
Of course she is.
aunties are. And so when she hugs the male in-laws, she always goes, "Oh, I miss man cuddles."
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man cuddles is
It just
fun. I like
holds a
that.
bit too long.
Yeah, yeah. Now, we're talking before about wonderful aunties. I was telling you my favourite aunties are the ones that wear a kinky boots top, the ones from out of town that have come up to the city for the day. And they're watching Kinky Boots. I don't even know Kinky Boots has been on for
Traffic
years.
to get in from Ararat was cross. It wasn't used to be like
That's
that.
why we're staying at the Sofitel. That's why we're staying at the Sofitel for the night, man, Jen.
they'd stay at the Vibe.
It's nice.
Formula One, it's nice. I know what they're talking about. It's nice.
Ibis Styles.
I bring my own bed sheets.
Don't trust what those sluts do in here.
Now,
They're not here for kinky boots. They're here for pink.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pink
With
and
that
red
one
logo.
streak of pink hair with all the gorgeous greys.
Most of them have come from Tasmania.
100%. Now, Georgia
I love
Love is from Tasmania.
Are you actually from Tasmania?
Well,
Are you actually?
I've told a lie. I'm stitching her up. That's
So-
another. Stitch up. It's a new
Classic stitch.
catchphrase I'm working on. Thank you. Yeah, I'm thinking
Gox
about getting
stitch
stings.
up, isn't it? Aaron Gox, a comedian. You've stolen his. I'll tell him that you're stealing his
Oh,
material.
holy hell. Okay. Get her a done. That's one of mine.
Get her it done.
That's another famous comedian that does
so how do your mum for you?
So how do your mum for you?
Yeah.
Something like that. We'll work on it later.
No, that's mine.
Oh, that's yours. Oh, I forgot. You're that guy.
Yeah.
You're that guy. You're Rove Live.
I'm Rove
Okay,
Live.
very
Well
nice.
done. Are you actually from Tasmania? You're not.
Are you actually Rove Live? Or you actually Rove Live?
I lived in Tassie for many years and I claim it as my own
How come?
because I love it with all of my heart.
Yeah, and you should.
I love it so much. People always think I'm joking when I say that. I legitimately, like, my bags are packed to move back down there the second my husband says the word. And he's always like, I'm not going to say the word. I'm like, yeah, but if you do.
What is
Georgia's got a
What's the
Tassie
word?
bag packed. Like she's pregnant and she's waiting to go to the hospital.
That's right. Any day now.
Any day.
I love it with my whole heart. It's the best people. It's the most beautiful. Don't at me here. It's the most beautiful weather. Because I can say that because I live in Melbourne and Melbourne has awful weather.
Can I say this? 4 seasons in one day.
God.
Made that up.
Beautiful.
All right. Well, that's a wrap. I've had enough, actually. He's really ruined it. He's spoiled it there, hasn't he? Sorry, Georgia. It's usually better than this.
That's a lie.
And it's blue and it's gorgeous.
It
and
is.
It's beautiful.
It is
and
crisp.
everything is close. And Hobart is like big enough to not feel like you're running into everyone you know all the time, but
Do you
small
do that
enough
here?
to do that. So it's, it's the rat race. I made that up. Just come up with that.
Whoa. It's my favourite
Come up
film.
with that. I just love Tassie. And I
Yeah,
had the best
good.
job in the world when I was down there, and I lived with my best friends. And in my mind, it would just still be exactly that good. if I lived
Yeah.
So
down there.
how old were you when you were there? Like,
Like from 23 to 20.
and did you get a job
So recently?
down there?
Yeah, so I moved down there for a job.
Yeah.
Rove Live.
For Rove Live. We did
Was that filmed there?
every week.
I have met Peter Hallier.
What is the thing that he had? What was it called? What the fuck?
Peter Hallier had a Strawny.
What the?
Oh, what the?
Just what the? How did you get what the fuck in there?
What did Grove Live have on like a commercial station at like 7:30? Was it called What the Fuck?
I was like, that seems edgy.
What the fuck?
Wasn't cool.
It was the 90s, baby.
Yeah. That's showbiz, darling.
What the fuck?
Can you tell me your favourite tweet of all time? This is something that Georgia told me the other day. I think it's really funny.
Is it Rev Live?
It's
Rev
Rev
Live?
Live. I think
God,
Rev
it's
Live
good.
tweeted it. My favourite tweet of all time said, every day for the last 5 years, I've given my dog exactly the same kibble. And every single time I say, the same again today, sir. And he never laughs. But that's showbiz, baby.
Isn't that fantastic? But Georgia was the gorgeous newsreader down in gorgeous
Tasmania.
Tasmania, and local celebrity in
Is that what we say?
Tasmania for many years. And I feel like we should all go down to Tasmania sometime soon.
What do you mean?
Well, I think that maybe if they respond at some point, Jan's, gorgeous company Jan's, and we should talk about this on a 1 o'clock or something.
Maybe
but
it should be a 1 o'clock.
maybe it should be a 1 o'clock. But how fun would that be to all go down to Tasmania together at some point?
We're going
Just
to.
peppering that there.
How about we do a 1 o'clock after this?
Yeah.
So this will probably come out on a Tuesday.
Great.
Let's say.
Let's say.
If that is a real day.
I don't even know.
You don't know.
I'm having a Jan's any day that ends with day.
And then on the Friday,
Yes.
which is a Friday where we have
Friday.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank
you're
you.
correct, correct,
You always
correct.
interrupt me when I'm
Sorry
trying
about
to do
that.
something
Sorry about that.
cool.
I'll wait till you finish your story if it's so good.
Are you going to
If you're so
interrupt me
smart.
as well?
I was gonna
Do you know
interrupt
what?
you.
Oh my God.
If you've got to listen to a letter, what?
And
It's usually better than this. Bullshit.
Oh my God. But my interruption was going to be, I just remembered right then that I bought you guys a present to bring with me today and it hadn't arrived yet. That's why I don't have it.
Oh
But I've
my
just
God.
remembered.
Present?
I was like, hang on, that was meant to arrive today and it didn't.
Oh my goodness. This is how good Georgia loves us. She also listens to every episode.
Not that
Oh,
good.
no,
Got
no.
no presents. Look, I literally got nothing. Look at my hands, empty.
Yeah, got my gorgeous sparkly kinky boots top on, nothing else.
But
My hands are empty.
in our next 1 o'clock, can we talk about Jan's? I've got
I'd
things
love
to
that.
say
I'd love
about
that.
that.
I'd love that.
I'm gonna say,
lot to
Georgia,
say
thanks so
about
much for
Jan's.
coming on.
That's all we have time for.
So much. No, hang on. Sammy just said that I listen to every episode. I don't just listen to every episode. This is legitimately my favourite podcast of
No,
all time. No,
is it?
Legitimately my favourite podcast.
This is amazing.
No. It
Because
is.
we had Celia Paquala on. She goes, "Why are you doing this segment? Why are you doing this segment?
Yeah.
Go, this podcast
I
doesn't
know.
make
I
sense."
listen to the
She
episode.
goes, do you always start it like that?
Why have you started it with Let's Go
Let's
Girls
Go
this
Girls.
time?
I couldn't believe it. I was like, you always pretend.
Yeah.
When I go onto a podcast, I don't listen to it. Like
Yeah.
there's this one called Confessions. I never listen.
You wouldn't.
But I've been on it. And every time I'm like, what's he doing? But in my head, I
What's
say
this
that.
drunk man doing?
I'm like, why is only half his face moving? In my head, I say that.
In your head, you say it. You never
In
say
the
it
head.
out
I wouldn't
loud.
say it out loud.
You wouldn't say that. That's rude.
But then, in the moment, I'm always like, yeah, everything's fine, like that. Because that's
Hang
being
on,
a
so-
professional.
Well,
You
she's only
don't-
been on once.
You don't listen in like the drive on the way to the podcast.
Sometimes I do, yeah.
Yeah, that's a
If
professional.
she wants to make a good impression.
No, sometimes I do. Sometimes
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
But I was astounded when Cecilia was like, what's going on?
And also she
whole way
said,
through.
"Why are you doing spooky stories?"
Oh, this makes no sense. I don't get
And
it.
also-
Get it?
because-
What? Do aunties tell spooky stories? I don't get it.
And we were going, no, two drunk aunties created a podcast, and this is what we think the podcast would be as two drunk aunties.
Oh, you're a shit joke, bitch. She's like, these aren't auntie's jokes. These are dad jokes. We were like, wow,
Yes.
yeah, really?
You really haven't listened, mate.
No, this podcast.
Thank God you're here.
I started listening to this podcast when I was on holiday in Bali and I became obsessed and binged them all in one go, which I wouldn't suggest doing because now I have to wait a week for a new episode.
Oh, my God.
But I would listen to them like when I was going to bed at night.
A bit of
I
sexy
put my-
podcast.
Oh, spooky. You
It's a
had
spooky.
Oh,
nightmares.
sorry, spooky. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, not spooky.
Oh, my God. I hope the lights were on.
Kick out! That's not the bit. Sorry about that. I went too soon.
So I'd put my AirPods in. I'd like say goodnight to my husband. Be like, night, have a good sleep. Put my AirPods in quietly.
In your separate quarters. Night. Wish you the best. See you about midday.
All the best to you.
I'm just taking a Xanax and my white wine.
Got a very sexy marriage. And I'd be giggling, like lying down listening, giggling.
Like a cheeky girl.
Like a cheeky girl. And he'd go, you laughing?
Okay.
You laughing?
You said it like that.
I was like this.
Oh
no,
my-
I'm sleeping. Because I didn't want to be like, yeah, I'm laughing. I'm listening to my friend Sammy as I sleep next to
Oh,
you.
just Sammy.
Yeah.
Did you mute my bits?
I'll cut you out, mate, if you're not listening back.
Are you in this podcast?
Let's go, girls. And that's me talking to me and myself. We're going.
You ready for the first segment? Letter to your aunties. Bron just popped back.
Anyway, well, thank you for the compliment for Sammy. I'm sure he's really appreciative. I didn't even say thank you. If you said a compliment to me.
A compliment?
I would
I
have said
feel
thank
like
you.
if I'd said to my husband in bed that I was listening and laughing to you, it would have got a bit sexy and I didn't want it to be.
Oh, absolutely.
Actually, that makes a lot of sense. Thanks for clearing that up.
You're welcome.
We're ready for some gorgeous listener letters today. Two people have written in.
Because I was actually a bit worried. Can I say this to you right now, Sammy?
You can say whatever you want.
I was a bit worried because I thought you were going to go into the joke bit, and I hate the joke bit so much. It's actually really excited that it's because I love
got a little bit to wait for that.
I love listener letters.
Okay, ready for this?
Yeah.
Dear aunties, my dad keeps calling my boyfriend my roommate and won't call him my partner. How do I have a frank and honest conversation like aunties would? For context, I'm 28 years old. Nathan. Now, Nathan's got a gorgeous boyfriend and the dad won't say,
this
oh, that's your
makes more
boyfriend,
sense.
right?
Okay.
I love that saying, how would aunties deal with it? The aunties would get pissed and push the dad up against the wall. That's exactly what would happen
For a man
with
cuddle.
my kinky boots stop on.
A man cuddle.
Gorgeous man
That's
cuddle.
so much to ask.
What would you
cold.
do, Georgia? What's your advice for this? You got to talk to your dad. Do you think you have to say, look, this is actually my love?
I think that's a nice way to put it.
Yeah.
My mind immediately went to, Dad, we be fucking.
Dad, we be fucking. Dad, we be fucking.
But love is probably a nice way to put it.
Yeah, it's lovely.
If that's what it is, has Nathan said that they're in love? Because
Yeah,
I feel like you're
maybe.
putting that into it. And that might be a bit much.
Maybe not. Maybe they're just fuck buddies. And they just live together.
He wouldn't care.
Yeah, he wouldn't care.
He wouldn't
cared.
say partner.
Nathan
it
cares
has to
about
be a
it.
partner. I'd say this. Look at me, Dad.
Would you say that? Look
Yeah,
at me, Dad.
Look at me.
Yep.
I'm a big old gay. Okay?
I don't know.
Big
What
old
Dad said.
guy.
What Dad says, don't accept that.
Then he'd say, well, get out of my house.
Yeah, I'm going to go and live with Arnie.
Who's Arnie?
Arnie Trish.
Auntie. It's like Arnie Schwarzenegger.
Arnie Schwarzenegger. I'll be back. That's my own first impression and only impression I'll do on the podcast today.
Arnie.
I'll be back.
What's he doing in town? He would have texted if he's in town.
Hold on.
Check.
Hugh Grant just came in. I can do other ones as well. Don't worry about
I
that.
don't get it.
I've got this one. I'm walking here.
Oh, that's really good. How's this? Who's this? You got 3 guesses who this is. Okay, you got 3 guesses. No, you got 3 guesses who this is. Okay. Oh, homie, why are you always working in the nuclear power plant?
Celine Dion.
Yes. You don't need the other 2. Save them. Use them for another time. Nathan, I think we solved your problem. Dear aunties, hope the message finds you well. I'm a student nurse. It's usually better than this.
Don't you dare blame me for this.
I'm a student.
Never.
I'm a student nurse, and I live in student accommodation. Don't think I didn't see that, Bron. That was hilarious. Throughout this year, strange men keep coming to the building I live in looking for Olivia. Some of them just want to find her, but more recently we had an episode at 3 a.m. of a man begging for Olivia to not break up with him. He persisted with his guttural crying for over an hour, saying he couldn't do life without her. I've got a great story about a guttural cry that I can tell after this.
Does it go like this?
Yes.
Stella!
Oh, so you've seen that film? I won't tell that story then.
Okay, yeah.
I'll just freak up a few films. I've got better stories.
Who is that?
The
Who am I?
twist.
This is Stella!
That's Marge Simpson. The twist, no one knows who Olivia is. There's been a huge error.
Very different to what I thought it was going to be.
We've had a few glasses of wine before we started recording. There's no doubt that's a problem.
Cups of
A few
jams.
cups of Jan stuff.
I redact the comment that this is my favourite podcast
That's
until
fair,
I
it's
listen
fair, we
back.
get it.
Hey, the edit might be good.
So we green screened a lot of stuff in, a lot of audio in. We need advice from our 2 drunk aunties on what to do. My flatmates and I are desperate to know why Olivia is so irresistible and if we should expect more sleepless nights listening to Olivia's drama. How do we find her and what can we do to help the men who have fallen to her allure? Love you, aunties, Julie.
Julie, you can't find Olivia.
You can't find Olivia.
You can't. Do you know why? Because you'll instantly fall in love with her.
Yeah, that's right.
She
Stay
sounds
away
incredible.
from Olivia. Yeah,
Some women are irresistible. Some women are the most beautiful women in the green room.
I've never heard of such a thing.
I don't want to talk about it.
Ever heard
Yeah.
of it.
What would you do with this situation, Georgia?
I would love to be in this situation. That sounds so much fun. Can you imagine staying up all night listening to real life drama
Yeah.
that's not yours.
Yeah,
that's
men
not
crying
fiction.
outside.
Oh my
3
God,
a.m.
that's so funny to me.
Yeah, it is funny.
It's funny when
Especially
men cry.
guttural crying. Have you ever made a man guttural cry? Gutturally cry?
Gutturally cry.
Yeah, that one.
Gladly.
Gladly. Can I get that right? Gladly?
I don't think I have.
You're a beautiful
I've
woman, though,
made
Bron,
them
and a
weep,
wonderful mother.
though.
Yeah.
I've made them weep.
Yeah, I
That's
can
hot.
imagine. That's a
Yeah.
bit sexy.
It's not.
Bit of sexy one.
embarrassing. I'm like, clean yourself up. Get out of here.
Get out of here. Get out of my
I
room.
said no.
It's very
You can't
embarrassing
touch
at the
it.
time, but
You
it's
can't touch. You can
very-
look, but you can. Oh, you can look.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah. Okay. So like,
Have you made someone guttural? You have, haven't
Yeah,
you?
I've made someone
Oh
guttural.
hell yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
and it's so embarrassing at the time. It's very funny to think about now.
Yeah.
But yeah, one guttural cry I got.
One of the many
One of
guttural
One
cries.
of them, one of them, if I can remember, was it's when I was living in Tassie.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, you heard of
Where
it.
Rove Live was
Tasmania.
filmed.
And a guy I was dating had moved down
For you.
for me. Yeah, I didn't
from where?
ask him
Below.
to. From New South Wales.
It's a big move. That's bigger than Melbourne.
Pardon? Yeah, it's a big
Bigger,
city. It's
different.
actually it's a state,
Geographically,
not a
yeah.
city.
Geographically.
You lived the entire.
Can you stop?
Shh.
Anyway,
Trying to listen.
I'm trying to.
he'd
listen to
moved
it.
down, and I didn't really want him to, and I
This is-
eventually, it became clear. I eventually broke up with him, and he thought he was doing this big gesture
Yep.
of packing all his stuff
Yes.
overnight and getting on the Spirit of Tasmania and like going on the boat the next day. So he turned up at my work the next morning, was like, "Can you come outside for a second?"
Oh, wow.
And he was like, "Here's all my stuff packed in my car. I'm on the boat this afternoon." Kind
What,
of
to leave-
or
to leave?
to leave. Like, you've broken up
Stay.
with me.
Oh, I thought I was.
I've got all my stuff with me just to show you.
Okay, can
I'm
I
moving
just-
back in.
I wasn't sure which part this was. I thought
Sorry,
he'd
he had
come
moved.
over.
Yeah, he had
Okay,
come over.
great,
He'd moved
thank you.
to Tassie. I didn't really want him to, so I eventually broke up with him. Then he thought he'd do this
Yes.
big gesture of, "Oh, you don't know what you've got till it's gone. Look, I'm leaving." And I went,
Bye.
"Okay."
Oh wow.
love
And so
it.
then he drove to the boat, got the boat overnight, and then sent me multiple videos of himself gutturally crying.
Videos of
driving back home.
himself?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Can I say this? You're a girl boss. Don't know if that's how you use that phrase.
Did you send them to your friends?
Yes. And then I talked about it on a podcast 10 years later.
And is it, so
Your
is he
favourite
in New
podcast?
South Wales still?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
yeah.
Michelle Laurie's True Crime. Is it? Did you? So you sent it to your friends, and is he still in New South Wales?
Yeah. Yep.
And have you ever seen him since?
No.
goodbye.
He
Died
called
of
all
shame.
the called all the radio stations in Australia the day I was announced as the Bachelorette to try to sell interviews about me, and they
No, he
went,
didn't.
"No,
You're the
thank you."
Bachelorette.
Shut up.
Did he actually do
yes,
that?
Yeah, he did. Yep.
How did you know that?
Because
your
he
friends?
was on like Central Coast Radio or something, and my sister was a very dedicated, good big sister. Also, my sister is the ultimate drunk auntie of all time. We'll get to that later.
Yep.
We don't have time.
We don't have time. Yeah, she like listened to every bit of media about me and the Bachelorette while I was like locked away doing the show. And that was her favourite thing of all of it. Because
So
it was
did
really
anyone?
sad.
Did anyone
Record it.
like have him on?
Yes, on like Central Coast Radio
And
station.
and what did he say?
Just gutturally
later.
cried.
Yeah, just gutturally
Yeah,
cried.
was he like she was mean to me and she,
Yeah,
she broke
yeah.
my heart?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He said actually the most iconic thing of all time. He said, all these media interviews say she's gone on the show because she's unlucky in love, but she's the one that causes the unluck.
The unluck.
He's clever.
Why is he
one
smart?
that got away.
Why is he so smart? But
Why is he so smart, Bart?
did you find him in a
got away.
university?
Okay, Brainiac. You in a university all of a sudden, are you?
Okay,
Must be
sorry,
nice to be
TAFE
that
teacher.
smart. Sorry, TAFE teacher. Must be nice to be that smart.
Holy
TAFE, eh?
This
some
is
great-
very good.
I like that.
Great
What a
former boyfriend.
petty little fuckwit.
What do you think? What do you think they should do about Olivia? What do you
Oh,
think?
so you're sick of Georgia now?
No, hey, come on.
He gets very jealous when I talk about my ex-boyfriends.
You on what? Bachelor what? Do you think that we should do anything about this?
No, I love
that?
this. I would love to be in that situation.
Yeah, just
I
leave
find
it.
other people's drama so fascinating.
Yeah.
Do you love on the tram when you're on the tram? Like I don't know if you ever catch it, but like there's some trams in Melbourne. If you're ever on one, and then a drama starts to unfold? I love it.
I love it too.
Do you love it?
I love it. It's my whole life. I'm a journalist by trade. That's because I'm nosy bitch and I want to hear everyone's stories.
Yeah.
Journalist / nosy bitch. Should be on your business card. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
LinkedIn.
If you have a listener letter, you can write into deardrunkaunties@gmail.com. Or if you'd rather leave us a gorgeous little voice memo, Speakpipe. Thank you for saying that. Speakpipe.com/drunk. When I said Cecilia, she said, is that a word?
She said, "Why are you making?
What are you making up words for?"
She said, "I thought you were talking about."
I don't have time for
your
Cecilia.
Voice box.
You ready for the next segment? Bron's favourite segment. Brown's favourite segment. Live, laugh, love.
I'm so excited for this.
It's
I love a dad joke more than anything in the
gorgeous.
world.
Is this your favourite bit of it?
Yes.
This is huge.
I've
This is
sent
huge.
in Sammy
Yeah.
jokes before to tell him this.
Yeah.
But hey, how many of them have you said? None.
1,000. Why couldn't the lizard get a girlfriend? Because he had reptile dysfunction.
My dad's an erectile dysfunction
Is he?
specialist. Yeah, his name's Dr. Love.
That's actually pretty cool.
that's
Actually pretty cool.
That's not a joke. It's
Doesn't need to be.
That's
It's
not a
funny.
It's a
It's
very
funny.
serious
It's funny,
bit
though.
of the episode,
So,
actually. It's a really serious
We'll put some
bit.
music on that. Kick out! Why did the fish blush? It
Why?
saw the ocean's bottom. You could tell the kids that one.
Whilst you burp.
Well, I didn't mean to do that. I'm so sorry.
Are you belching at us now?
He's doing that Homer character.
I'm doing the Homer character. Duh. No, was it dope? I'll work on that for a bit more.
Oh my God.
What is...
Is this plant sitting on 2-minute noodles?
Georgia did that.
Oh my God. Okay, keep going.
What is...
It needed some height.
Just this plant is sitting on fantastic beef noodles. And I don't know if there's anything fantastic about that.
I thought I put this little plant in front to hide it.
Where do you think I was going to sit? I can see that. And also, where'd that plant come from? Did you get that from today?
No.
I've had that for a bit. It's lovely.
I think I'll come to Sam's house and buy him plants.
What is Peter Pan's favourite place to eat out? Wendy's.
Okay.
I think that's a really good
Never
joke.
having me back again.
What do you play with at night that also vibrates? A cell phone.
Okay.
Because you think it was going to be a Vibby.
Yeah, it
Bron.
does.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't think
What
that.
did you call
A
it?
Vibby.
Yeah.
What's it?
Don't look me in the eye when you say
Let me
that.
say this. Vibby.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say it's awesome.
You
What's
mispronounced it.
What's in a man's pants that you won't find in a girl's pants? Pockets. It's
I
pretty
have
cool.
pocket.
It's pretty
No,
cool.
actually, only the back ones work.
I've got heaps of these today. Shit. Why does it take 100 million sperm to fertilize one egg?
Is sperm? You don't say sperms.
think-
It's like the collective
No,
noun.
it's like sheep or fish.
Oh, is it?
Fush.
Yeah.
Sperms.
Sperms.
Sperm.
I think I say sperm.
Lots of sperm. Okay.
We're talking about it. Ronnie, very interested in that.
Yeah.
What's
you
the,
know it's my
what's the
passion.
collective noun for sperm?
What's your
Spermsies.
passion in your bio? Sperm.
Fucking ranksies.
Because they won't stop to ask for directions. It's political. What did Nala say to Simba? Hakuna Matatas.
Don't get it.
I don't really get it either, but I think it's kind of fun.
You have brought up a few Lion King jokes before.
They're
and
never fun.
Always like
Yeah.
sexy.
Okay.
And always,
What are you making Nala sexy for?
why are you doing that?
A cow
Stop
has
slut
4,
shaming
but
her.
a woman only has 2. What am I? Legs. That's the whole joke. I thought there was more of that. It's not.
That is the best one you've done, actually.
Were your parents bakers? They should have been, because you've got a nice set of buns.
That's actually really nice.
Yeah.
I thought it was
like
going
that.
to be a joke about master baking.
It could have been. Yeah.
I would have
We'll work
hated
on
that.
that.
Oh, you'd like that one.
What do you call an
that's actually
expert? What do you call an expert fisherman? A masturbator.
Hang on, was that actually the next
No.
joke? Or did you just make that up?
That's actually the next joke.
He's not. He's tricking you. He got you a good one.
Knock knock.
Who's there? A masturbator?
Jamaican.
Jamaican man masturbate.
Jamaican me horny close.
Okay,
Well, I'll do one more. One more.
Okay.
What do the mafia and the pussies have in common? Let me do that one more time. The pussies are not a name of a group. Let me say that. Pussies. I'm going to do. What do the mafia and pussies have in common? One slip of the tongue and you're in deep shit.
That's actually revolting.
Hilarious. Sorry.
That's actually revolting.
I really enjoyed doing that. Can I tell a story real quick about when you said guttural cry before? Just remember this.
Yeah. Are you going to edit
Bron,
in?
don't. It's a story that you'll really enjoy.
All right, fine.
There's a comedian in Australia with Australia with and one time when he was in Edinburgh, there's a story about him in Edinburgh one time where there was this commotion next door with someone that was staying in the same residence as him, and they were having a big fight, a really big fight, and someone next door was like, oh my god, and then they heard guttural crying, and they walked into the room to see him. And he was crying, guttural crying, and he said, she'll never understand how hard it is to win a Perrier Award. I might cut a bit of that, but I think that's...
Excuse me. What was he upset about? Is that what he's upset about? This is hoping the came into that a bit.
Why don't you leave us a 5-star rating, 5-star review? Why don't you call in to speakpipe.com and leave us a goddamn speakpipe? Why don't you watch us on youtube.com right now? But please do leave us a 5-star review and share this with a friend. I'm stalling. Because it's a bit of the podcast that I get a little bit worried about. It is called a...
Oh my God. So I've listened to this before. So unlike Celia Bakula, I'm aware... Cecilia, I'm sorry. I'm aware that I'm about to be scared.
A little bit of a scared. Yeah,
It's a bit scary. I'm really scared. And?
Kick it! So the music will just kick in there. Sorry, I didn't tell you about that. That's a bit of a scary bit in the podcast as well.
Okay.
You having fun, Georgia?
I'm having something.
Are you like upset that you came or?
I'm upset that I wasn't asked to tell a live, laugh, learn joke, even though I said that
Just do one.
like jokes, but that's fine. No, it's fine. I've actually moved on.
You can do one. The energy dips, and then I do the plug again. If you want to do it, I'll do the listen to a 5-star review. If you want to do it. If you're going to
I
joke.
might save them to the end.
We can do jokes at the end. We can do a quick fire joke section if you
Yeah,
want.
I'm going to do that. Yeah,
Great.
do that.
Could I just say, what do the mafia and pussies have in common? One slip of the tongue, and you're in deep shit.
Disgusting.
Why don't you leave us a 5-star review?
That's actually literally the grossest.
It's a
I'm
it's gross.
so visual. All I can think of it
Is a pussy in shit. Put its tongue in shit.
Not a pussy in shit.
Sorry, I didn't understand the
joke
joke.
means.
I didn't
Oh
understand
my
the joke.
god! You don't understand how anything
I
works.
belched into the microphone before, so we're all having a good time. Had a gorgeous kebab before, souvlaki before this, and you know.
Yuck! You've just made it so much
So it was
grosser
a
than
garlic belch as
Garlic
well.
belts, I do apologise for that.
the tongue in shit. Sorry, I've got a garlic face, and I've just belched all over you. This podcast has never been worse.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm really
That's not
happy
your
to be.
fault.
I'm happy to be.
It's on us. It's on me.
I'm happy to be.
Georgia, do you have a joke?
Yeah, I said I'd say them at the end.
Oh, I thought we were redoing it.
Wait.
Guys, oh, that's what we'll do.
Not at all. So it was fun to do it again.
Oh,
We'll start from the
why'd
top.
we start again then? Why'd we
Let's
do
go,
two jokes?
girls.
I just wanted to tell
You're
that
gonna
joke
have so
again.
much editing to do. It's going to be a 45-second episode. Okay, ready? Did you say kick it?
Kick it!
Great. Be careful. This one.
Yeah, this one's
This one's really hard to do without a voice. So, because of all my my training, I will have a voice. It's a Japanese accent.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're going to do a Japanese accent.
It isn't. But how good would it be if I did?
I would love it if you did a Japanese accent. I think
Okay,
it'd be
all
really
right,
funny.
ready? The title is... How does one explain this? What do you think it's going to be about?
Something unexplainable.
Something inexplicable.
That's better. That one was better. She
Yeah.
saw that from me. That's what I was going to say before that.
I actually wrote that down. She pinched it.
She's a pinchy girl. No offense. Look it
That
up.
hurts. Stop pinching. I lived in a bizarre little house as a child. That's the sentence.
Yeah.
It's not not the end of the story.
No, it doesn't need to be.
Do you want us to react after every sentence?
No, I just wanted to like.
Can you do the full thing clean?
What?
Can you do the whole story and I won't react and Georgia won't react?
Oh, that's fine by me.
Pop a sting in at the start.
It was in. Sorry,
This is good. This is a good one. This is a good one. I can tell it's going to be a bit
Okay, I'm
spooky.
gonna start
I can tell this one's going
Okay,
to be spooky.
spooky. Okay, ready? I'm just gonna go.
Can we do the joke again?
I lived in a bizarre little house as a child. It was incredibly tall and thin, like an attached house, except freestanding,
It's a good description. I've got exactly the picture in my mind.
with 3 floors, a basement, and an attic. That's fucking
That is huge. That's a lot of stories. Yeah.
Isn't it? So he's right.
Yeah.
I'm picturing the Moomin house. Did you
What's
watch the
that?
Moomins?
No, what's the Moomins?
I move on then.
Do you mean the Mormons?
Do you mean the Moodies?
No, I mean
Because
the
that's actually a
Moomins.
single store. Single
And
floor,
they're different, very different
one
things.
floor.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Move on. Come on.
It was full of quirks, David. Quirk, what are you doing here? Such as 2
That's good.
fully functional fireplaces,
Fully functional.
1, 2, a shower stall in the center of the basement.
Yeah.
Why?
Shower stall, yeah.
A backyard so small that you could not take 5 paces without hitting the fence, and an old-timey rope pull dumbwaiter that led from the kitchen to my beautiful bedroom.
Hey, my order's wrong. I think I got a dumbwaiter. Sorry about that. No.
We finished your segment.
And you simply
finished
shouldn't.
it.
Okay, sorry about that. Thank you, Georgia, for that.
I love that weird little place.
Little?
Little.
It's small.
Skinny. Skinny. But we're not going to fat shame anyone here. But unfortunately, it was incredibly old, and half of its charm was the fact that it seemed to have been designed by a conclave of lunatics. And eventually the repair costs
Can you say that word one more time?
Lunatics.
I got it.
And eventually the repair costs exceeded what my parents were willing to sink into it, and we had to vacate.
It's an interesting story.
It's a good story so far. It's really good.
Also,
Oh, this one's a little bit scary for me.
Careful, guys. Preparing
Just
for the
describe.
move.
It's like a real estate ad so
Oh
far.
my god. If you want me to leave, I can.
Oh my God.
Preparing for the move was a chore. I packed most of my stuff.
Most of.
Most of my stuff.
Yes, it's
myself. And I told you I'd do
I
voices.
know you're pretending to being right now, and I think it's offensive.
And I
We're
had
talking about
taken
them.
to throwing stuff down the dumb waiter and shoving all my
So he
clothes.
just tried to bring you the meal he thought.
shoving it down his throat.
Oh, what? Shoving it down his throat. The dumb waiter.
That's what I was trying. I was piggybacking off your joke. Can a woman?
You try it.
can a
You
woman
try
not
this
live?
meal and tell me if that's salmon.
And shoving all my clothes so thickly into the closet that they became a single solid brick
Shoving
of
my clothes
fabric.
so thickly into the closet.
That they became
That's
a
what it says.
solid.
Do you mean thickly?
What's that mean?
I'm not sure. Just trying to have some fun with it.
Okay. While clearing that closet out, in fact, I came across a feature I hadn't noticed before: an attic entrance in the roof. Being an adventurous kid, it's a kid, by the way. It's a kid.
okay,
It's a
describing a
kid
house.
who's doing this.
Yeah.
Very skinny, it could fit a kid in. I opened her up. Why?
Oh my
Why?
goodness. Please.
Don't misgender her.
Don't misgender that.
Stood on the clothes brick and began my first and last exploration into the topmost part of our weird little house. What's
more
up?
and more thinking that the house is weird because this child lives in it.
Yes, by themselves.
Yeah. I know, we're parents.
With a shower in the basement.
Oh my god. Yeah, in the middle of it.
It's awesome.
The first thing I noticed that it wasn't as dark as it should have been.
Okay. It's very light house and not so spooky.
Yeah, not spooky wooky at
Not
all.
spooky. We'll get not at the moment.
The place
That's
was
a bit.
the place was strung with old red Christmas lights, which still burned with leftover incandescence, and a dozen little cracks and holes peeped down into all the bedrooms below.
You could say the same about this room. With the magenta lights and everything. It's quite similar, I think, to the
when we walked in here, Sammy had put on a new heater. And I said, it smells in here like when you go on cheap winter holidays as a child.
Yes, you did say that.
And Bron pointed out that might have been offensive.
Sam's house smells like poverty. And it does.
Yeah, have fun. You two just laugh it
Okay,
up.
the second thing, he lists three things.
Stupid.
The second thing I noticed was that the place was set up for habitation.
For people to live in, is that what? Mm-hmm. Okay, sure. Got it.
The insulation was plasticked.
Yes. Plastics, yes.
There's so many new
Yes.
words we're learning. There was an old
Big
gurney
pups.
piled up with sleeping bags and sheets and a rusted mint green refrigerator which still worked. Trust me, I tested it.
What do you mean
I
steal?
trust whatever you've said in this fucking story.
But why steal? You haven't given us any context of when you thought it was set up there.
Why is
You know,
she
I'm calling
fighting?
bullshit on this story.
Hey, the third thing. I love that this is a third. This is like,
Oh, it's only
you,
been-
like, and you, if you were listing three odd things,
Yeah.
would you go like most
Christmas
insane to
lights,
less insane,
Mint
or
green.
I'd go
cage.
less insane to most insane.
would you? What would you do?
I have no idea what the fuck anyone is talking about.
But I'm a storyteller.
Okay,
that's
well,
my
so
craft.
is this person.
Right.
The third thing was the bones.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
There were a lot of bones.
Right, yeah.
I was a kid at the time with a limited understanding of anatomy.
And words.
Okay. But there were bones of all types, heaped into a series of piles around the center of the attic.
This is getting spooky.
Small and large bones, clean and white bones, from every imaginable sort of creature, stacked in clumps. There's a few
Stacked
words
in
there.
clumps. Doesn't matter. You pretty much got it.
Osseous. What's osseous mean?
Yes.
What does osseous mean?
I don't know.
What's a bucko?
Osseous teacher?
What's a book?
What's a bucko? I love that. I'm having a lovely
Osseous
bucko. The dumb waiter brought it to me. I'll eat it. I didn't ask for it, but I'll eat it.
Two of them were blackened as if someone had tried to burn them.
Just two of the bones?
Just two of the bones, and the walls nearest those blackened piles were scrawled in dark bone char messages. Most were just smears,
Oh.
but the word sorry appeared more than once.
But again, the mint green fridge came up before any of this. Okay. I
Because
got
it
it.
still
I got
works.
it.
You
Still
tested
working.
Yeah.
Test it.
Okay,
If you don't
this
believe
last-
him, he tested it.
Last bit.
What? This is the last bit?
The last bit.
Of the whole story. It's so spooky. This is, thank God it's the last bit, because this story has freaked me, I hate to swear, the heck out.
Thank you. I thought you were going to be.
So I can burp into the microphone again. No.
I think you were rude to me. The room had been sitting over my head for 8 years while I slept. And I've never said sorry again.
That was shit. Shit good. Hot shit good.
Shit hot. Yeah.
That was spooky. That was spooky.
I didn't understand a word.
Yeah, I didn't get it either, but I really, that was a difficult one.
The title was, if you can remember, how does one explain this? So can anyone? Can anyone?
That was spooky. That turns it off. Hey, you ready for the next segment? Would you rather?
Oh, yeah. I want to know, Georgia, if you have any off the top of your head.
Just some jokes to do at the end. Don't forget that.
I know. We might do well, just make sure you say that joke that you said 50 times before she does it. I'm caught in a fucking cord here. Okay, go on then. What
Why are you upset? Why
I'm
are
not
you
upset.
You are upset.
I'm
Why
not
are you so upset
I've
for?
had a really
We've
big
got a lovely
day.
guest. Yeah.
And I've had the best day, but the best night.
Oh, thank you for saying that.
Oh my God.
Okay, would you rather? Do you want me to go first?
Yes, please.
Okay, great.
Okay, great. I wanted to anyway.
Okay, great. I was going to.
Okay. Would you rather work on a cruise ship as a magician forever?
Oh, no need for the next bit.
Forever,
Yes.
forever, you have to be a magician forever on a cruise ship. Okay. Or
I get so many messages during the podcast. It's crazy.
it's my
What a
daughter.
buzzing.
Or
I'm goddamn professional. I have my phone outside.
date a magician for a week.
Or gee, that's tricky.
Isn't it hard?
That's hard.
As I wrote it, I was like, I literally don't know
Yeah.
which one I do. Okay, I'll start
This is
again.
for
I'll
Georgia.
say again.
This one's
Work on a cruise ship as a magician forever. You can never get onto dry land, ever. And you have to be constantly doing those tricks. Or date a magician forever. I mean, just for 1 week.
Do that one more time, I reckon, because I reckon you just...
1 week, just 1 week. But you have to date them for a whole week.
So,
So
I
respond to
thought
their text
that-
messages, listen to them,
Date
don't really
them.
cry.
Listen, date them, Georgia. Respond to their text messages.
That's all you need to do. Get them out, send them on the Spirit of Tasmania at the end of the week.
You'll be on your way.
You can do some cruise ships for that. You can do some tricks on there if you want.
I really hoped we were going to become friends, Brown, but I'm sad that we won't be because
Why?
I'm about to tell you I quite like magic.
Whoa.
I'd date a magician for a week.
What?
I'd date a magician for a week. I'll say it again. I'd date a magician for a week.
What if his
Oh
name...
my God.
I'll bleep that.
No, magician. You don't know magicians well then. They always
that's a good
touch
point.
you when you don't want them to.
There we go.
You're going to get us sued. He's from a very rich family.
I've got the time code there. That's fun.
Okay, you've taken note, obviously. Holy shit. What would you do, Sam?
Now, take a note.
Sam, what would you do? You have to date a magician for a whole week. It's 7 whole days.
I'd date a magician for a week.
What?
I would. 1 whole week. Yeah, I would rather
because
do
I
that.
think for a week, it would be quite funny. Like you could laugh
Yeah.
about it with your friends.
I'd take him for dinner with
They
us.
could show you some terrible tricks, and it's like a week's not too long for you to not be like, this is funny. This is a funny story to tell my friends.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well done. I actually don't know what I would do there. I'm still okay. Fine.
What about this one?
I'd be a magician forever.
Would you rather have pig hooves as hands or a duck bill for lips? Who the hell's Bill? Lucky Bill.
I'd have hooves as my hands.
Would you?
Really?
Yeah.
I could kiss on the lips still. You know I'm very passionate about that.
It's one of the funniest things you've ever said.
You know that.
You know that.
And
No,
I could hold
Actually-
this little microphone with my hoofs.
that's
good.
actually
It would sound
fun.
really nice.
Yeah,
But
click,
actually
click, 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 click.
Click, 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 click.
Something
You'd rather
like
have duck bill lips?
Well, I thought that, but you make a good point about the
How
passion.
funny it is.
You love a little kissy?
I like a little kissing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Good question. Do you like kisses?
Do you like kisses? Hey, how does this question? Do both of you like kisses?
What are you doing here?
I'm asking questions if both of you like kisses.
Yeah, everyone likes kisses.
Well, not everyone likes kisses. I imagine some people don't like
What do
kisses.
you like?
I like kisses.
Okay, this is getting creepy.
Would you rather only be able to reverse your car in when you drive? Or reverse in your car, sorry, when you drive. Okay,
No,
let me
this has
start
gone
again.
perfectly.
No.
No need. I'm
Would you
following.
rather only be able to reverse in your car when you drive, or every time you see a dog on the street, you have to pull over and say, "That's a funny looking cat," laugh really loudly, and keep driving?
Obviously, the second one. You can't go all the way to Canberra in a car on the way reversing.
Imagine
Because
every
that's
time you
what I
see a
have to
dog.
drive.
A
I
cat.
don't see it. Well, I'd just close my eyes and I'd drive forever.
Okay. What do you do,
Backwards?
Georgia?
No, you can't.
Oh,
no.
wait.
You can't.
Forwards.
You actually
I'm
can't.
confused.
This isn't his strongest one, I have to say.
This is a hard one, but not for like a funny reason. It's just a,
Not for a funny reason. Just for we've run out of the reason. Just that she had higher hopes for this.
I feel like I say annoying things like,
No,
that's a
you-
funny looking
Hey.
dog. Hey, excuse me, I'm answering the goddamn question. I feel like I say,
What the hell is
I feel
going on
very
over here?
comfortable in this room.
What the hell is going on over here? Jesus Christ.
Well, I'm feeling
I feel
unsafe.
like I say silly things like, that's a funny looking cat.
Sure.
Anyway,
Sure.
like I do that
Yeah.
kind of thing anyway. So I feel like that's not that much of a stretch for me.
I love
just-
that. I think it's a fun thing to do.
I
What would
just
you do?
annoy.
I do the second one.
Oh,
That's
pull
my
over.
vibe.
Then it's fine.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah, everyone does. We chose all the same ones. Everyone's chosen
Would
all the
you-
same ones except
what?
for me when I said I would be a magician for the rest of my life. Okay, what about this? What about this? I've got one.
Then I'll do my joke.
No,
My
I've
faster
got-
one. Sorry.
Got another one about Lion King and the girl lion being a massive slut. Okay.
What did Scar say to Simba's
This will be
dad
good, this will be
during the
The Great Depression.
Suffrage. Suffragettes.
Suffragette.
Is he a suffragette?
What did
Was he
Mufasa
going-
say to Suffragette?
What's the word when they're in the stampede? Okay, what did Scar say to Simba's dad in the stampede when he was in the way? Mufasa, Mufasta.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I'm working on it.
I did one. No, I did the other one about them fucking, and I was like, that Nala said
sorry about
Mufasa.
that.
Okay.
Your one was better. I mean, you butchered
Is
it.
this thing even on?
Okay, ready?
They're not hearing me at the back.
Would you rather make a very teary speech at your ex's wedding?
Oh, I'm
Really
on Spirit of
teary.
Tasmania.
Yeah, it could be there. Depends where he wants to have it. I don't know. I'll text him. Or do an Indian accent in a work meeting without talking about it.
This is the worst one you've ever done.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
Thank
it's a
you
hard
so
one.
much. That's great. Hard one's a good one.
I'd want to do the speech at the wedding.
Yeah.
Really?
I think that's so fun.
It's so funny.
It's so funny.
It's not.
Yeah, it is.
It is
But
fun.
trust me, the second one would not go well.
I think either of them are going well, but yeah, the first one I feel like that's fun.
It is fun because people
is
talk
that
about it
fun?
forever. People will talk about it forever.
I don't want to be at my ex's wedding, let alone make
You
a
have to
teary
be.
speech.
'Cause
But you
he's a
don't get
magician.
embarrassed. You don't get embarrassed.
You're
also-
actually right. That
Yeah.
I personally
You'd be
don't
fine.
get embarrassed. You're right.
Don't you?
No, I don't. It's distressing to a lot of people around me. I don't have an embarrassment filter, which is very funny because I find it very funny and easy to embarrass other people, which I enjoy so much.
But like, what's a moment where you probably should have been embarrassed, but you weren't? Like, can you give me an example? I don't understand what's happening.
Well, I
understand what's
do. I
happening.
don't understand what's happening. I do things to embarrass my friends that other people would find embarrassing themselves. So like my friend was leaving her job, and so that morning I said, I'll take you out for breakfast.
Yeah.
For your last day in your job. And I dressed up in a ball gown and took her
yeah.
out for breakfast on like a Tuesday morning and
Great.
just didn't reference it at all. Things like that.
I
Did
love
you?
that.
And then
She was
throughout the
very
breakfast,
embarrassed. Yeah.
Throughout the breakfast, did you use an Indian accent or?
I would never.
Oh, okay. Well, that story's less good then.
Call me anything. Just don't call me late for breakfast.
Okay.
If you've got a listener letter, why don't you write in to do drunk? No, life hack.
I've
You ready
got
for
a
this?
life
Wait,
Yeah.
can I try Would You Rather?
Oh yes, please.
You do.
I did
invited
ask.
me on this podcast,
And I
you've
did
not
want-
asked me
I-
to do anything.
We've been fighting a bit. Sorry about that on the podcast.
To be fair, we've all been fighting. I feel quite at home
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Actually, I said at the start, I said, "Oh, Georgia, if you've got one," and then you just like ignored that. Do you not like women?
No,
He loves them.
that's right.
was
Don't
weird.
like them. I love them.
Extra weird to go silent after that.
Just add in a bit of silence after that. Just me going,
Okay.
Okay.
Thinking about
Creepiest
women.
one ever. Why's my microphone doing this? Okay, you go. Let's what. I'm ready. Would you rather?
I haven't prepped this. I'm going to do
No, no.
this.
Well,
We don't know them.
Why'd you demand
Live
to
on
do
the
it
pod.
then?
Bron,
Christ.
Bron.
What do
Stop.
women want?
Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
Attention.
Stop.
Attention.
Stop.
Okay.
Bron's doing a funny thing with her face. And I've got my kinky boots on.
I'm ready.
good time. Stop it though.
Would you rather go to an amateur production of Annie featuring your worst enemy's child as the titular character? Annie?
Oh, that is brutal. Yeah. Obviously not that one. Or
But let me see. Let me hold judgment for a moment.
what was the other one?
Just
That one was really
Swim in a lake of
really
piss.
good. That was really good. Or
Eat your own shit for 10 weeks.
Hey, just
I'm
let
just
her
having
finish.
fun. I was just trying to
You
have
can
fun.
eat your shit whenever you want. Let
Thank you for
Georgie
saying
find
that.
her own shit.
Thank you for saying that.
do you ever let women talk
Jesus.
without talking over them?
It's actually a very good question. Throw away the key. Throw it. All right, Georgia. Okay, Annie, shit kid, titular character.
Or find yourself alone in the Amazonian jungle, face to face with a boa constrictor.
That's terrifying.
And I finished that on an upward inflection, but that was the end.
She's good.
She's good.
Like, is there a way out? Like, is there any, like, am I going to get out anytime soon?
The
or do I
musical.
have to, like,
It's only goes for an hour and a half.
like, do I have to ride the boa constrictor out? Do I have to, like, tame it?
Ride
become
it out?
How do I get out of the Amazon? How do I get out?
We're riding a boa constrictor. Must be nice.
You're actually sick in the head. You know that? That's actually disgusting what you just said. So how do we? How do I? How do you get out of the Amazon?
That's the conundrum.
Yes,
So you're gonna
the whole
die.
thing.
So you'll just die. It's either okay. So
I haven't
watching a
said be
musical or
eaten.
die.
No, I haven't said be
Would you rather
constricted.
be in a musical?
How would I get out?
That's a great would you rather. And you laughing at mine a second ago.
Yeah, I love that we go. Yeah, I don't know. Just
No, that's
I
the
think-
conundrum.
Yeah.
You're faced with boa constrictor. So you have the choice to fight it, to somehow get away.
But I mean, you're in the middle of the Amazonian.
Exactly. That's why it's scary, Brown.
Yeah, it's on its home ground. You don't want to fight a snake on its own turf.
But even if there weren't a boa constrictor there, you'll still die.
In the jungle, maybe.
Not everyone who goes to the Amazonian jungle dies.
But
Not if you're on a
how-
lovely tour.
a lady from Queanbeyan, how's she going to get out?
That's the conundrum.
Okay.
Brown.
A gorgeous
then-
woman from Queanbeyan. You could play Annie.
Okay. I would probably have to die in the jungle.
Yeah, I thought so.
What about you, Sammy?
I'm done in the jungle.
Because you couldn't watch it.
No, I couldn't watch it.
Turd
I'd be
kids
so
are
mad.
the worst.
I'd be so mad.
Especially because do you know what the detail is that made that impossible? Is it's your worst enemy's kid. It's not the kid that you don't like. It's the mongrel mum that you don't like.
Exactly. Who's so proud.
So proud. Beaming. It's her moment as well.
Standing at stage door afterwards.
Oh my
Signing
God. Signing
autographs.
autographs
Did you
for a
like
kid.
it? Oh, she's practiced for ages. Oh my God. Oh, I could probably do it as well. Tomorrow. I mean, I could have if I
I
wanted
didn't know you had a
to.
voice like that. That's actually quite nice.
Thank you.
Sing Mr. Telephone.
Do you want a life hack?
Yep. But not today.
I've got a life hack. Okay, you ready, guys?
Yep.
All right, this is something I've been inspired for this one. If someone's rude to you at the shops, like you're at the shops, you know, and someone's rude to you.
Yep.
Has that ever happened to you? You know?
I know very well.
Yeah.
So I'm putting the divider between our groceries.
Yes.
No thanks. I'll move it out.
I don't want you to pay for mine.
I don't want you to pay for mine. Thanks.
I
I'm
take the
cashed
divider
up.
out.
Yeah.
So suck shit. You got all my tampons and my poise.
I'm always buying tampons. Tampons. Yeah. I'm always buying tampons. What's going on with you two?
This has got to be the loosest fucking episode.
Buying tampons.
Ever done.
I'm always buying tampons.
I don't know if I'm coming. I'm literally holding my microphone up my cord. I don't know.
Up my cord.
Shove it up my cord. I know.
Must be nice.
If someone's rude to you at the shops, look them in the eye.
Right.
Okay, they're a stranger, by the way.
Okay.
Okay, look them in the eye, and they're going to think you're about to rouse on them, but you don't rouse. They think you're about to rouse.
What's that mean?
You never think your mum never roused on you?
No, what does that mean?
No one's ever roused on you.
I don't know.
Grassed? Roused? What does roused mean?
Like yelled at you, like you got in trouble.
I've never heard roused before.
Oh, mum roused on me. I'm in heaps of trouble.
Never heard that before.
Wow.
Never heard of it.
You two, every listener, will be so embarrassed for you guys right now.
Lucky I won't be embarrassed.
That's actually true. You're in a ball
You'll
gown.
never be
They look
embarrassed.
great. If someone's rude to you at the shop, look them in the eye and they think you're going to rouse on them, but you say, wow, they actually said you'd be this awful, but I didn't believe them. And then walk away.
That's good. I like
Do you know?
that. I like
because
that.
they're
life
going to
hack.
think, what are they going to think?
What have they said about me?
Who's talking about, what does she know? Who said something? And they're going to think everyone hates me and they're going to stop being so mean and they're going to rouse on themselves.
I love that. I love that. That's a good life hack.
It's a good life
That's a
hack,
good
I
life hack.
think.
That's a good one.
Because, you twist it. You
can
twist on
twist
a
it.
mean person.
Yeah.
Get 'em.
Yeah, there's
That'll get 'em
nothing
every time.
funny to say about that. It's a good one.
Because they're often the most sensitive people, the mean people.
Hurt people,
Just
hurt
made that
people.
up. Hurt people, hurt people.
You just
Who
made
said
that
that?
up.
Did you make that bit up right now?
Yep. Hurt people, hurt people.
Do you have another Mufasa
Everybody loves
joke?
Raymond. Yep. Okay, so, this is what I want to do real quick. I know we have
what
time.
What did Scar say to
Can you,
Mufasa?
can you just give me 2 seconds to talk as the woman? What do you... Okay.
when
What do the
when he was pushing him off the cliff.
What do the All right, I'll talk first and then you can talk after that.
Okay, I'll check my text.
I think we're on a Zoom call. Are you cutting? I think you cut out.
Go on. What do you got?
Okay. What do... I'll do it one more time. What do the mafia and pussies have in common?
Oh, my God.
One slip of the tongue and you're addicted.
Hang on.
Why'd you say, oh, my God, like you didn't know that was going to happen?
I didn't know it
was
gonna
telling
happen.
you, I was making up a Mufasa joke live on the spot and you interrupted me to tell
doing
that
improv.
joke for the 18th time.
You're doing improv?
Yes.
Improv.
I would love to be part of an improv thing.
Yes,
what do you want to do?
Yes,
No, I
and
don't want you to improv with me. I was
Oh, you're doing
improvising a
improv by
joke
yourself?
for you.
It's a
Yep.
monologue.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what did Scar say to Mufasa when he was pushing him off the cliff?
Who's there? Sorry.
He said, I'm not going to kill you. I'm just lying.
That's really good. What did Mufasa say to Simba when he was really slow in line?
Mufasa.
Just made that up.
What did Scar say? What did Scar say?
Right.
To Simba.
When about killing your dad?
When he like Simba was upset about his dad.
Mufasa.
Move on faster.
Move on faster. You're grieving a lot about your dead dad.
I don't remember the character's name.
Oh, this is good.
Okay. Oh, Nala, you didn't.
That's the best one. That's the bet. We got it. Have you got any jokes you want to do, Georgia, before we go out?
Oh, funny you should ask. I do.
I'm excited about this. You've banked these.
Okay. I have a couple of cheese-related jokes. So I've come in with a theme.
Yeah, this is good.
Fuck. How have we only just come onto this?
Because I've been
Because
a
you
fucking mess
didn't
during this whole
ask
episode, and I
me
do apologise
in-
for all that.
Yeah.
It's free, so you can't get a refund.
Put a sting in there.
Yep, we got it. Sammy, don't forget to bleep out the name you mentioned at 40 minutes. We got it.
Twice. You did it
Did it
twice.
twice.
by the
40
way.
minutes and 40 minutes for 3
Okay,
seconds.
Georgia, you got a joke for us.
Okay.
Cheese.
This one's a basic one. Everyone will know this, but it gets the ball rolling. What
Yes.
kind of cheese doesn't belong to you?
Nacho cheese.
If you answer all of these,
I'm sorry. I'm
gonna
so
be
sorry. I'm so
upset.
sorry. I'm going to step back.
Oh, it's very good though.
What did the cheese say when it looked in the mirror?
Brie.
Doesn't make sense.
Guessing cheese.
Yeah.
Brie.
It said, "Halloumi."
Very good.
That's
very good.
fucking good.
That's actually-
That's no. That's fucking good.
You should do this
Thank
on one
you.
of your silly little open mics.
There's 6 people will be very fucking happy with that.
Okay, what kind of cheese do you use to hide a horse?
Gouda.
No.
Oh, I thought I had it then.
Hey, that was good.
I thought I had it. It was a Gouda one. Yeah, what do you hide?
What kind of cheese to hide a horse?
What?
Mascarpone.
Oh, that's very
That's a
good.
good one. That's a really good
That's
one.
very, okay, very good. I mean, it's not a horse, but that's good.
It's a small horse.
Stop.
And also, hey,
It's a guest.
I'm trying to help.
Right.
Thanks, it helped
Hey,
a
she
lot.
actually does think that a horse is a pony. She
Oh, I
might-
didn't know that.
don't
I'm so
know.
sorry. I didn't know that.
I mean, she wouldn't get embarrassed.
Lucky. Okay. How do you get a bear out of a tree only using cheese?
A camembert.
Fucking hate this podcast. Get me out of here. Yes, but it's meant to be like this. Camembert.
Oh, right. I was going to say, I didn't understand how I nailed that.
Yeah,
I know, I got it. Camembert. No, that's actually way better the way you did
Yeah,
it.
I know. And that was my favourite. And you ruined it.
Why don't you leave us a 5-star rating, 5-star review? Why don't you leave us a gorgeous listener? DearDrunkAunties@gmail.com. Why don't you watch us on gorgeousyoutube.com if you want to watch 2 gorgeous women and a guy with facial palsy just chopping it up. You can do that. You can watch us on youtube.com, watch our full videos, and all the links you'll find in the show notes. George, do you regret doing this?
Yes.
Bron,
So sorry.
have you had a good time or not?
I've had a great time.
I've had a really good time
I'm actually
too.
not freezing for the first time in my life in your house.
That is such a rude thing to say. Do you know that I got this other heater out?
That's great. You've done a great
Smells
job.
good.
I'm trying to say.
Let's go, girls.